Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm sending this message out a little bit late, but we are still in January, so better late than never. At the beginning of each year, I often pray and ask the Lord for a word for the year ahead. Last year, the word I got was restoration. Now, some of you might know restoration doesn't always look pretty. In the beginning, it's quite messy. If you think of a house that needs to be restored to look better, old carpets need to be pulled, walls need to be knocked down, anything that is old and dilapidated and dusty and dirty needs to be pulled out. Then the house can have a new foundation, a new paint, and a freshness about it, and then it will be restored to its former glory, even better than what it was before. And it's the same with restoration with us. Often when we lose something or something has been taken and God starts to do a restorative work in our lives, it can look messy and untidy and sometimes even painful to get rid of that old stuff. Sorry, my battery. To get rid of that old stuff so that God can restore us into something better, into a better person than what we were before. In the first 6 months of last year, I did not see any restoration, but the last 6 months, God was faithful, and I saw him begin to restore and work in my life in every area. And so I want to encourage you, if you need restoration in your life, trust God. He is faithful, and although it might look messy at first, trust him with the finished product, because it will be better than what it was before. So I pray for those of you who need restoration of something that was lost or stolen, that God would bring it and restore it in your life. So this brings me to the word for the year ahead, 2020. I believe that this is going to be a year of promises fulfilled. For many of you have been holding on to promises in your hearts for years and you haven't seen it come to pass. I want to encourage you not to lose hope. Hold on to those promises in your heart and know that God is faithful to do what he has promised you. Let this be a new decade. I know often it feels like you're holding on to promises for years and years. I know I have. I've been praying for over 10 years on promises, but God is faithful and he will do what he has said. His word will never return void. 2 verses I want to share with you for some encouragement is Joshua 14 verse 3. You know with all your heart and soul that not one of all the good promises the Lord your God has failed you. Every promise has been fulfilled. Not one has failed. And even if you look through the Old Testament, the promises God gave to King David, the promises he gave to Abraham, all of them were fulfilled. Not one has failed. And I want to encourage you guys in that today, that God will not fail you on those promises. Hold and declare them that they would be fulfilled. Psalm 119 to 116, sustain me, my God, according to your promises, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Be a prisoner of hope today as you hold on to those promises and wait to see them fulfilled. Bless you guys.